inferences about details that support main ideas. When you make inference, it means you are reading a little deeper than the words stated in the text. You could consider it reading in between the lines. For example, if a passage says that the man had leathery hands and paint splattered his overalls and wool belt, one can infer the character has some sort of carpentry job. Although it is not explicitly stated in the text, you can make this inference because of the way the man is described, paint splattered, and what is he wearing? Overalls and tool belt. When you make the sentence level inferences about details that support main ideas in a text, you are simply reading a little deeper into the text and drawing the connection between the details and the subjects. Let's go back to the betta fish excerpt. Here's an example of a question you might receive with that passage that would test your ability to make inferences about details supporting the main idea. What conclusions can you draw from the statement? ... Your beta stomach is only as big as his eye as it relates to the main idea of this passage. Betta fish has small stomachs. Too many pallets of food can injure your betta. Bettas tend to have bigger eyes than their stomachs. If a betta eats too much, his ensuing sickness can keep him from making bubble nests. This question is much trickier than the ones that came before, because aside from answer C, all the options are true statements. And that is what we have been trying to find until now. However, look at the wording of the question. You were asked to draw a conclusion, which means you cannot just state a number of facts. You have to reach some kind of new idea or draw a comparison between two separate pieces of information, the detail and the main idea. The main idea in the passage is to instruct somehow to care for a betta fish, so the fish will blow bubble nests, the best indicator of its health, because this is the main idea. You have to find a way to connect the statement. ... Your betta stomach is only as big as his eye. A detail to the main idea of the passage. Therefore, you must infer that the reason this relates is because his small stomach could easily lead to sickness, which will prevent him from blowing bubbles. Answer D is the correct response. The best way to make sure the inference you are making is supported by the text is to finish the sentence. I can prove the text indicates blank because of the blank examples, and I found in the text. Like, that's it.